Hey everybody, welcome to Impossible Coin. This is 2018. Welcome to it. Hope it's treating you well so far. Here in the hot seat with me today, we have Patient Zero, the best of the Midwest. Yes, that cough is real. Yes, that sickness is lethal. Tegan Somerset.
Woo! Oh God! I don't even have enough energy to woo properly. Jesus fuck!
Well,
Hi guys.
The woo is like a high energy response. Like it's fine, Tegan.
Yeah.
I'm trying so hard. 2018 can suck it. Ugh.
And then we have our Dungeon Master, the heart of the show, Rocky Hardy.
Hey, what up, guys? It's 2018. We're doing things, or at least I'm doing things.
As our Dungeon Master, is this year a natural 20 so far?
You know what? I think we're rolling at about a 15, but we'll get there.
Okay.
I believe.
I thought a nat 20 would be 2020. I think 2020 is a nat 20.
Let's hope.
Jesus fuck. Sorry, Rocky.
It's cool.
Can we have a saving throw for 2018?
Yeah, sure. Where is that die? Because I got a special die from a friend of the show. And it's this red die that when I get a nat 20, it lights up.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it does. It's the best, man.
What?
It's like the size of a tangerine. Yeah, it's like the size of nectarine. It's like the size of a nectarine. And when you roll it and it hit the 20, it flashes and shit. It's amazing. Love that shit.
I hope it's slightly off balance enough that you get nat 20s often.
I hope so. I get it sometimes. Give me 1 second. There we go. And oh no.
Oh no.
I rolled a nat 1.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, Tegan.
Damn it. Thanks, Rocky.
It's okay. We get 2 more, and wait, no, 2 more failures. And we need 3 successes, or we just need 1 success? It's 1 success. We just need to get it once.
You're the DM. You make the rules.
We can do it. No, Deacon, I can't make the rules. Because if I make the rules, then the game has no meaning.
I thought the Dungeon Master made the rules. I mean, he follows the general rules, but, if there are house rules, the Dungeon Master's in charge of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah.
It is the DM's job to massage the rules.
Yes. Definitely do that.
Yep.
For the good of the game.
So, speaking of massaging for the general good, we're done with Game of the Year.
We are.
Yeah. How y'all feel about it?
I was actually laughing because, post-show, Tegan realized that, she didn't mention Prey during, the whole month.
I know, I forgot Prey came out last year, guys, and it totally should have won Best Audio, and I'm a terrible human for forgetting about it.
Well, that's fine, because Hellblade should have won Best Audio, so it all worked out.
No, Prey should have won Best Audio. Fuck you, Brian.
Here we go, it's the first fuck you, Brian, of 2018. Savor
You're
it.
kicking a sick person when they're down.
No, I'm kicking Prey when it's down.
It only took 3 days. But yeah, that was really funny to me. And I listened to Janita Gavankar's top 10, and it was surprisingly safe, I think, with the exception of Dream Daddy, which I honestly didn't play, but I don't remember seeing a list where Dream Daddy featured in anyone's top 10 besides hers.
Dream Daddy made Giant Bomb's general top 10.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Dream Daddy was really funny. You should play it.
Tegan, did you finish Dream Daddy? Did you play Dream Daddy?
I finished. I didn't complete it, but I finished 2 routes.
All right.
And so you did not bring any Dream Daddy to the table for our...
I didn't.
Wow.
I didn't. Well, we had a lot of heavier hitters, and I think Doki Doki Literature Club deserved more than Dream Daddy did, but Dream Daddy's in my personal list, along with Prey, which I'm gonna get out eventually, but, like, sometime after I'm done relying on Dayquil to stay awake.
Yeah, word on the street is that the people, they still haven't seen Rocky or Tegan's top 10s. So.
Okay, so that's because of time loops. There will be a list up before this episode airs. So, like, you're going to eat those words, Bran.
Oh,
time is on my side.
Probably.
I'm collapsing the timeline. Yep. Well, we did roll a 1, so that checks out. That checks out.
Okay, I'll roll the second one like an hour in to see if we can get that second saving throw, and I'll roll the third one at the end.
All right. Well, guys, something that we haven't been able to do in the last month because we've been, dying on various hills is talk about whatever the fuck we're currently playing and what's up. But I think that before we dig into all of the minutia and the various what's, I feel like there's some very pressing Pornhub business we need to address immediately.
Oh, God.
What's going on with Pornhub, dude?
Well, I mean, the usual answer is most things. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and step back because this is Tegan's Pornhub story.
Oh, God. So, Pornhub had, I don't know if it still does, but it had the entirety of the Hamilton musical on it. Like, as shot from some kind of box seat. And Rocky made me aware of this. And I don't watch porn. I actively avoid porn. And so, like, God, this is so hard to talk about. So Rocky was like, "Are you gonna watch it?" And I was like, I don't think I'm brave enough to navigate Pornhub to watch it. And so it became like a Tegan Sophie's choice, where it's like, do I venture onto Pornhub to watch Hamilton? Or do I just lament the fact that Hamilton is coming to my town and tickets are like $700 for the cheap seats? And it's ended up being the latter. Because I believe Pornhub has now taken down most of, if not all of, the Hamiltons.
So there was definitely, like, escalating ridiculousness with this whole, like, Hamilton on Pornhub thing. Because after the initial one, which was some dude just sitting in his seats, like, shooting from the crowd, went down, eventually somebody, and I don't know who this person was, I don't think anybody does, uploaded the formal cast recording, which is going to air on PBS. Yeah. So, like,
that's perfect.
So somebody who had to be an insider who had access to that recording uploaded the thing, which is eventually going to air on PBS, like the original cast recording. So it wasn't even just current cast; it was the original cast. And it's like, lol, what? And so eventually, Pornhub got that one down, but not before it was uploaded like 8 other times. And once they got all those down, Pornhub was like, "We're proud to present Hamilton." And yes, and uploaded a musical porn parody of Hamilton because
God,
that's the world we live in now.
Oh man, it's Rule 34 isn't just about anime anymore, dude. It's about real life. Like, it's just, if it exists, there's porn. It's out there somewhere. It's probably terrible, but who knows, man? Who knows? Oh my God.
I felt that needed to be addressed immediately. It's almost as important as Rocky's moving and shaking in political circles.
Okay, that's a little much. All right, so guys, as you know, I run the Impossible Coin Twitter. I do things occasionally, and one of the things that I've done as a side effect of that is run my own personal Twitter a little bit more. And I've been cracking a couple Twitter jokes. I've been participating in a couple conversations, and apparently, just before the new year ran out, Anthony Scaramucci, aka the Mooch followed me on Twitter, and I thought it was a joke, right? Because like I have nothing to do with corporate taxes nor like the White House, but apparently, and he follows like 252,000 people. So like I don't know how he picked me of the people that are on Twitter, but it was from the verified account. I don't know what that is. Like I don't know what that's about, but that's what happened the other day. And I'm legitimately spooked. Scaramucci, if for some reason you are listening to our podcast, please tell me what's going on. Just tell me that, like, it was a joke so I can move on with my life. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Huh.
Guys,
Also,
I'm in full-on douchebag mode right now. I'm recording a podcast while wearing a t-shirt for my podcast.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
And what t-shirt is that? Which one did you get?
Well, it has the heart of the FGC festival hardbody on it.
Yeah, I hear that guy's making moves in the clay fighter scene.
He is, but you know how it goes. You know, like he's hoping for like a clay fighter renaissance once the analog Super NT drops.
I don't even have the energy to deal with Festival Hardbody right now.
No one does.
You guys are ridiculous.
He's raw power. He's raw power.
It's all power.
That's right. He's going to give you all the footsies and all the mind games. Here he comes.
Oh, man.
Oh, Rocky, what's going on, man?
Man, like, I've been playing some stuff. I actually watched a video of Tokido and Daigo, like, playing, like, original Nidhogg that went up yesterday. And, like, that was a lot of fun. There was some real, like, actual fighting game tech in it, which I really appreciated. It wasn't Nidhogg 2. It was the original Nidhogg, like, the 8-bit one. Mm-hmm. And, like, they were playing, like, with real footsies. They're doing whiff punishes. They were throwing in dive kicks. They were, like, counter-throwing, like, rapiers and, like, dodge rolling and shit. It was really cool. I had a really great time. Also, during the month of December, I have started and I'm ripping through Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. It is thoroughly dope. I have played through the Monster Hunter World Beta twice. Once a little bit with Brian, and that's been fun.
Yeah. Like I'm really looking forward to, like, having that be a thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, but Rocky, I worry. I feel like I'm real not good. I mean, admittedly, my Monster Hunter experience now is in total the time that you and I played together during this beta. That is my total Monster Hunter experience. But I still felt like an idiot wearing a helmet. But it was fun. It was fun to be dumb.
Yeah, I totally get that, man. I definitely have north of 700 hours of, like, Monster Hunter experience total, which is, you know, a lot. But the stuff that I feel like Brian has been doing has been good. Like, we had Brian try out a Greatsword a little bit, and that was mostly for you to get, like, a feel for, like, the pace of the game. Because I know, like, you felt like the Greatsword is slow, but, like, in all honesty, like, most of the game is really slow. Bless you, Teagues.
Thank you.
And the
Greatswords are slow.
Yeah,
Greatswords
like,
are slow as far as, like, in any game, though.
Right. But Greatsword is also kind of like the quintessential, like, Monster Hunter weapon. Because, like, once you, like, know how to Greatsword, like, you understand how to Monster Hunter, just in general. And so, like, I wanted Brian to, like, mess around with that. But I felt like Brian is going to ultimately be a hammer bro. And, like, hammer... Well, like, all the weapons are excellent in Monster Hunter World. Like, this is more than, like, the normal Monster Hunter schlock where you get, like, every weapon is viable, even, like bow and arrow or, like, hunting horn. But, like, every weapon in this game is, like, legitimately dope. And, like, whatever Brian eventually settles on, which I think is going to be something heavy and bludgeony, which is leading me to believe that he'll either, like, stick with hammer or maybe hunting horn. Like, I'm really excited to see, like, Brian discover what he can do with the game. Like, I posted a video in our group chat the other day of, like, a heavy bowgun hunter who's, like, definitely played the game before. And they were doing, like, a run of, like, one of the beta monsters. And, like, that monster, it has a significant amount of health, but like if you know what you're doing, you can kill it really fast. And like that one, like the game gives you 20 minutes to kill it. I can kill it reasonably in about 7 minutes, like without really doing that much. And that guy ran like a 3-minute run versus like that monster. And it was like a perfectly calculated run. He knew exactly what it was going to do whenever it did something and just ruined its life. And it was really great to like see that kind of like mastery. And I understand it's like really, I guess, intimidating because you don't have to be that good to play that game, but like you can get there as long, like once you play enough. It's one of those things. Like it's all in reach. It just takes like time. And I'm really interested in like seeing Brian like take that journey and find out what kind of hunter he really is.
Well, I think the first skill I started developing was a byproduct of Rocky doing Rocky. Because like we would spawn in and it's like you got 20 minutes and Rocky would just like tear ass off after the thing and be like, all right, I go. And like initially I would be like, Dad! and he would like
up, Dad.
Yeah, and he would like come back. He would like give me a juice box and some raisins, and they would like walk into the monster, and that would happen. And like later on, I think it was like our third or fourth spawn, because there was this thing that we were trying to murder that like we did not successfully murder the first 2 times we tried to murder it. And so he just like so he just tore ass off to the thing, and I'm like, all right, I'm not going to yell for Dad because Dad has got to go kill the monster. So this is the part where Brian is actually going to try and like learn some of these tracking skills and like follow the poop and follow the sparkling things. So follow the footprints, follow the poop, follow the sparkle things. And instead of finding the monster I was supposed to be helping Rocky murder, I found an entirely other monster, which was this big gross bird that wanted to murder me. And and like Rocky was like, "Oh, where are you?" And I'm like, "I don't know. There's a big bird here." And Rocky was like, "How big?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And I think that you assumed it wasn't the big bird then. And then like very shortly later, I was dispatching Rocky reports on my murder by this big bird. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I definitely see what like Rocky's saying about like there being like a lot of room to like develop your own style and develop your own like strats. Something I wasn't really aware of, you know, until I started like seeing like the various loadouts available, is that like Monster Hunter World allows for stealth. Like there's a ghillie suit. And, like, there is, like, foliage and stuff that you can, like, straight up hide in.
Yeah.
And so, like, it is possible to say, build a hunting party where somebody's job is to draw aggro, and then somebody else is, like, hiding in foliage or something, just straight off, just plinking them with a ranged weapon. I'm like, that seems neat. So, like, I like the idea of not just developing my own individual style, but ultimately figuring out what a group dynamic looks like. It's cool. It's cool. I dig it. I was glad that there was that one like monster that we were able to reliably murder over and over again, like by the end, like that. What was that short dude's name? Thing. Yeah, the yellow thing. Fuck him.
Great Jaguarus.
Yeah, Great Jaguarus. Like, because the first time we killed a Great Jaguarus, I think we had like 10 seconds to go before like the 20 minutes was up. But like the last time we killed a Jaguarus, like we killed it in like 7 or 8 minutes total. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right. You know, this is also the curve of a single day. So this feels like promise. Good stuff. A lot of fun. If only we all had PS4s and could play together.
Oh God, guess what? We all have PS4s now.
Hey!
Woo! I haven't set it up or anything though because I've been sick.
True.
I don't have the energy to do anything.
Well, it is Wednesday, my dudes.
It is Wednesday, my dudes. The first Wednesday of the new year. Anyway, my PS4 totally came home from the war. Is sitting in front of our Xbox One X and Alex's Switch because neither of us have had the energy to set it up, which is a good time. I've got Horizon Zero Dawn, Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5 Remix, Yonder, and Nier to play through.
Gang.
Woo. And Alex got Nioh.
Neo.
Neo.
Yeah, we got that to play also, and then he got a bunch of Xbox games. So
Tell me when he gets to, like, fight Oda Nobunaga's ghost.
I'll start by telling you when we have it set up.
True enough.
You've got until January 26th.
True.
I mean, I should have it set up by then. But in the meantime, Alex has been playing a bunch of Elex. It is horribly broken. Like, more broken than we initially thought. He started out on the second hardest difficulty, and he's turned it all the way down to easy, and he's still getting his ass kicked.
Oh, God.
Because, like, stuff will spawn inside rocks and then start coming at him, or he'll load up in the game and he'll load up under the world.
Oh, yeah.
And continuously fall for 4 minutes before it tries to respawn him in the same spot, and then he falls again for 4 minutes, and then he has to turn the game off, turn the game on again. Like, Elex is a fucking hot mess, and the fact that they're selling this game for $60 is a travesty. Honestly, Elex should have been in our most reprehensible business practice, because, like, come on, guys, finish your goddamn game.
Well, it'll be potential for next year since it came out, like, in December, right?
No, it was earlier than that.
Out earlier.
Yeah, it was like
It's just a mess.
October.
Yeah,
Damn.
It's just a hot mess. Don't play Elex.
But Tegan, everything you're telling me about Elex makes me want to play Elex in the worst way.
I'll try and get Alex to figure out how to upload some of his video clips.
Oh, Tegan, you're teasing me with the possibility of broken game porn. That is my jam.
It is the most broken game. It's ridiculous.
That actually is Brian's jam. Oh, no.
Don't do it. Get it. Wait for it to go on, like, super clearance at, like, EB Games and pick it up then.
Amazon's got it for $40.
Less than that. It's not worth $40.
Damn it, Tegan.
It's not. It's barely worth $15. Barely worth $15.
You gotta check the GameStops, man. Your local guy.
Yeah, so bad. I've also been playing. I mean, before I got sick, I was playing the Breath of the Wild DLC.
Mm-hmm.
The Champions Ballad. I got the pitchfork thing that Brian was having problems with. Kicked that's ass in like 3 hours, maybe. And then now I'm on doing like the individual champion trials. I finished Urbosa's trial, and now I'm working on Daruk's.
Gang.
Yeah. They're hard. Daruk's trial is super hard, actually. I gotta fight a lava Talos in the middle of a pit of lava. I'm low-key not entirely sure how I'm gonna do this. Considering every time it, like, jumps up, I get thrown into lava and die.
You guys follow that guy Gurkart64 on YouTube, the guy who just wrecks Lionels in, like, a minute flat?
I seriously keep forgetting this dude's name, so I never actually subscribed to him.
So, he put up a video of him fighting that lava Talos, and I think he clears it in, like, 75 seconds.
Oh my god, how?
The guy's a beast, man. The guy's a fucking monster person.
Oh, that's gnarly.
Well, I'm gonna keep plugging away at it. Not right now, but you know, after I'm better.
When you've regained your strength.
Yeah. I'm taking so many naps, it's ridiculous. And in between my naps, I'm still playing Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. But by the time this airs, the New Year's event will be over, but I'm working on it. I'm working on collecting all the New Year's stuff. I successfully collected the entire Jingle collection before Christmas, so
Nice.
that worked out. And now I'm on to the New Year's stuff.
How close are you?
Right now I've made 4 things, I think. Let me check. Right now I've made 2 things. I've made the flowery kotatsu, and I've made the rice offering thing. Oh, and I made the mochi pedestal. I made 3 things. I lied. I'm saving up to make the big fancy gold screen, which is a whopping 250 little charm things. And then the next most expensive is the Isabel kite, also 250 little charm things. So we'll see how that goes. But I should hopefully be able to do it all in the next 2 days. Aha!
All right.
I don't know. I'm not doing anything else except watching My Little Pony.
Oh, God.
My Little Pony's a good show.
Nobody attacked your
No,
ponies.
no, it's not that. It's just like I've accidentally seen so much My Little Pony porn. Like I can't deal. Like
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
yeah. Oh man.
How do you accidentally see My Little Pony porn?
It's mixed in with my regular porn, Tegan, and it's not
Ew.
cool. I'm not a fan.
Don't look at porn. If you don't look at porn, you won't see My Little Pony porn.
Okay, I can't even believe that. Like, I mean,
Also, maybe you shouldn't search clopping. Maybe
oh
that's
my God, no, I know exactly what clopping is, and I've done it exactly once. So
What's
exactly.
clopping?
Rocky's
It is-
a clopper.
Tegan, I swear to God, do not
Oh my
slander
God.
me on my own podcast.
I'm done.
Okay,
That
so
was funny,
Brian,
sorry.
clopping is the name for the sexual act of horses fucking other horses. It is similar to the furries term for sex
Yipping.
called
Oh,
yipping.
Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Oh, fuck. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh,
That's
no.
so funny.
Oh, God
Brian's
damn it.
reaction was worth that explanation.
Oh.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It wasn't the
there was-
explanation that got me. God damn it.
Was it? Did you Google it?
Oh.
Did you DeviantArt it?
He did.
Brian,
I did
What did we
worse
tell
than
you
DeviantArt.
about
We've
it?
talked about DeviantArt, man.
It's worse
No,
than
he said-
DeviantArt.
what's worse than DeviantArt?
Oh.
What'd you do?
No.
Brian, what did you do, man? What happened?
What's up, Pornhub?
You looked up clopping on Pornhub, you idiot! Ah!
Oh no! Why did you do that?
I've never seen so many My Little Ponies.
God damn it, Brian!
Brian, no.
Man.
Brian has made the worst mistake.
There's a video here just called Flutter Suck.
No! Absolutely not, Brian! Close that window! Jesus!
Fluttershy is the sweetest pony. Why would people do that to her? She's so
Oh, man.
nice. Her friendship element is kindness. Like,
Does
can
not,
you
not
stop
from
it?
where I'm sitting.
God damn it.
is.
All
Okay,
right.
I was watching it in bed, and Alex was making fun of me a little bit, and then I'd just lean over and go, Alex, they're in Las Pegasus. Las Pegasus, Alex, and then he'd start laughing because it's really funny.
Do you get
yeah,
it?
that's
All
goofy
the
as hell.
all the horse puns are so funny. Like Manhattan is New York. It's so funny.
Do you get it?
Oh, I love it. I love this show.
So,
I'm happy for you,
Rocky,
Tegan. Yeah, what up, man?
you mentioned that you were playing Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
Yeah, man.
And for much of the year, Tegan and I tried to persuade you to play this game. How's it going?
Did not.
Dude, I'm having a good time. And also, I'm actually glad that I'm playing it now. Because one of the things that I have that I'm not sure you guys had access to when you were playing it is the video function associated with the screenshots. Because The game is actually like very cinematic.
Oh, yeah.
And I've had a lot of fun just like taking clips and like just posting them like on the Twitter. One of the things I actually posted today was like a shot that I set up with like Mario where before I actually shot the enemy, I activated like the passive like bonus shot thing. Mm-hmm. And when I shot the rabbit that I was shooting, it like proc the bounce, which proc the passive shots. And so like I shot the thing and it went up in the air, and then my own passive shot it again in the air. Like it was great. And like I basically like shot the thing into oblivion, and like it's not a rabbit anymore. I don't know what it is, but like it's not a part of this universe. That's cool. Been doing stuff like that. I still haven't found a boss that's been as compelling as Rabbit DK. I really feel like they like...
Yeah, I feel like I shit the bed when I did not bring up Rabbit Kong for best new character, because Rabbit Kong is amazing.
He's pretty great. I was really excited about it. And like but since then, like I think I fought like the Sandy and Frosty rabbits, and I fought like I'm in the spooky zone now. Oh, and I fought that one like I forget what it's called. It's like a bruiser or something, but the one with the shield, like basically the shield boss. That's like the casket rabbit with like the vines and stuff, and he's like holding Rabbit Yoshi.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. I've also really appreciated like the support I've actually seen on this game, because like I know it has like a pretty compelling like story mode, and it has the challenges as well. But then there's also a versus mode that recently went live, and there's additional post game challenges that they're adding going into 2018. And like this was a game that like that 2/3 of us didn't expect much from to begin with, but then like turned out to be really good, and then they're like riding that wave, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah, and the expansion pass stuff hasn't even come out yet. Yeah, so good on them.
Hero too.
In fact, like the kind of some of the things you're hitting on there, Rocky, is stuff that I'll want to mention later when we're talking about what we want out of gaming in 2018. Mm-hmm. And so, what else have you been playing, Rocky?
So I've been doing the daily cooking for Battle Chef Brigade, because I finished the game, and I found myself like with not as much to do as I hoped for. Like I really hope that like Battle Chef Brigade gets like that kind of support, because the PC version's fan base is also really alive, and like I can't even imagine what this game is like on PC. Like it must be really cool. But I really like playing with like the Switch and the controller in my hand. And I've been doing the daily cook-offs, which, like, I wish the AIs were better, but, like, it also kind of doesn't matter, because what I'm really playing against is, like, the leaderboard. And some of them are still have hacked scores up there, but outside of that, I'm still placing, like, top 5 or whatever. So, like, I'm not that good, so I just need more people to play this game and find new strats. And, I'm enjoying, like, playing through the game. Actually, at first I remember I disliked how many like single chef like challenges there were, and now I'm more appreciative of them. That I'm enjoying playing through the single dish like challenges, because like you just are trying to get the perfect score, and playing through like the 2 chef or the 3 chef ones are actually really interesting. I wish the puzzles themselves were a bit more complex, but like, you know, it was a $20 game on Steam that like is still getting support. So like, I'm not mad. I just wish that there were more for me to do. So like, Adult Swim Games, who published it, and I'm trying to remember the name of the actual studio, and I'm blanking on it. There we go. Trinket. Yeah. Trinket Games. Like I love what you guys have done. I can't wait to see the rest of it, because I know that like Ziggy and Kieran are gonna be playable characters at some point. Like it's just really obvious given their own promotional material, and like how the leaderboards have like space for 4 character profiles and stuff. So like I'm really excited to see what else they have planned, and I hope they get the money to do it. And outside of that, I've just been playing Puzzle Fighter again, and I took a break through most of December, And so, like, the ladder, while, like, there are people that are higher ranked than me, like, their characters are about the same space, and I can beat them pretty consistently. So it's just, like, I gotta walk my way up the ladder. I've been getting some glitches, which kind of sucks. Like, I ended up in a match where, like, I jumped in and someone was already supering me. And, like, this is not how the game's supposed to work. And it was...
Oh, jeez.
It's weird. So, like, there are definitely, like, glitches involved. And I hope they get straightened out because, like, I love Puzzle Fighter. And I think this game and some of the IPs that they brought back, like Servbot, or, even adding people like Dante in it is, like, really fun. And I want to see this game grow.
Yeah, it's super cool. And I definitely have the same feeling about, like, possible future support that you do. You know, there are those telltale signs. I'm hoping that having the support from, like, it's weird that we're kind of getting into a space with indie games where there are what you would call, like, bigger indie publishers, you know, with people like Annapurna and, you know, Devolver and Adult Swim. But I think hopefully being hooked up with Adult Swim means that they'll continue to have the ongoing capital, to support the game in that way and give it what it needs. So fingers crossed.
Yeah. Also, I know Trinket, they haven't expanded their staff or anything, which is likely what will happen before, like, they announce any new content, because Battle Chef Brigade was made by, like, 3 people. And it's really good, like, especially, like, how much work that seems to have gone into it, because the game feels really clean. And the backgrounds, while they are simple, they're hand-drawn, they're beautiful. And the match 3 element and, like, the thought that they've put into, like, the loadouts is also really interesting. So, like, if they get more people, they'll probably be able to do more things. Cool. I hope they do. All right, so Brian, what's been going on with you, man? How was your December outside of, you know, the battle for the top?
I finally broke down and pre-ordered an analog Super NT. So,
all right.
You know, I'm looking forward to having something which is a reference quality, true Super Nintendo hardware. That's just, I don't know what kind of dumb shit I'm going to do with that, whether it's just going to be just play a bunch of Clay Fighter or what, but it sounds cool, and I do like the emerging, like, you know, retro gaming scene. You know, people who are developing new games for old consoles.
That still trips me out, but, like, in retrospect, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. And it seems like there are some people doing it, you know, in the SNES space, which you would expect. So, like, I ordered a copy of a game called Unholy Knight. And it's a fighting game from some guys who are, like, former SNK devs. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Yeah. Picked up the Super Famicom box instead of the SNES box because I love Super Famicom art box. I love the ratio of the Super Famicom box. I'm worried that once I get a few Super Famicom boxes, I might have a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be considered a problem.
Yeah, last Christmas, my wife gave me, like, a coffee table book, which, like, collects Super Famicom box art. Because, like, Japan frequently got very different box art than Super Nintendo. And it's just so gorgeous. And I'm like, man, am I going to have a problem where I don't even necessarily need the cartridges. I just need Super fucking Famicom boxes. Like, build a little shadow box, put them up in my living room, be like, look at these sweet-ass boxes. Look at them. Just fucking look at them.
Yeah, you're going to...
Look at these boxes. There's nothing in them, but look at them. Just
except for the ones that have things.
Remember we were talking about it with Splatoon. Like, when we were prepping for that they were also, like, not only, like, selling the game in, like, special edition, like, gear or whatever, but there were people that were just, like, looking for the boxes for Splatoon 2 because that's what they wanted.
Yeah, they were just selling the box.
Yep. for people who bought the game digitally but still wanted to stare at the lovely box, there was a lovely box edition. I get it. I fucking get it. So I will have more updates on that in February when the Super NT arrives, along with my sweet Bluetooth Super Nintendo controllers from 8-Bit Do.
Nice.
Yeah, so I don't have to worry about fucking wires when I play SNES. Super excite. What's funny is that I think my first 2 Super Famicom cartridges will actually arrive before the console itself, so I will just paw at them and stare at them affectionately. But it occurs to me that I've actually got 3 Sega Genesis games on pre-order. Like, new Sega Genesis games.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, I've got there's a game called Paprium, which is from Watermelon Games, which is like a big post-apocalyptic, like, neon-drenched cyberpunk River City-ass ransom style game. With,
Sick.
like, some of the best pixel art I think I've ever seen. It's just fucking gorgeous. And, like, I've got, like, this giant-ass, like, fight stick that comes with it with, like, Sanwa switches. So I cannot wait to crack into that. And that should be shipping in, like, February. And then there's a game called Tanglewood, which I'm also, like, really looking forward to. And the developer for Tanglewood went even farther than developing a Sega Genesis game. They actually went and got a copy of a Genesis dev kit. So they were developing it on original development hardware.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's some dedication.
Yes. It looks like a very lovely, like, character platformer. Like the original, like, Aladdin and Lion King games for the Genesis. And then the most recent one that I was able to get my hooks into is a game called Xenocrisis, which is like a top-down shooter from a developer called Bitmap Bureau. And their most recent game, 88 Heroes, was on, like, Xbox One, PS4, and Switch. And so, like, their follow-up, Xenocrisis, is a fucking game for the Sega Genesis. So, crazy business. Like, I like it. I dig it. I dig it that my Genesis will have stuff to do. I'm continuing to test for semen, everybody. I'm going to crack that case. I'm going to crack the case of the semen. At this point, I think I'm about, like, 75% of the way through LA Noire.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that game is big. And it's big.
The Switch version came with all the DLC from the original Xbox version also.
Yep. Yeah, all the remasters do. And it reminds me that there was, like, big video games original dark plan for, like, how to make people spend a bunch of money on a $60 game, which was to break up the game and then hold back parts of it as pre-order bonuses for, like, various retailers, and then general pre-order bonuses. Like, looking up these various cases during the game, like, to see, and be like, was this part of the original game? It's like, oh, this was a pre-order bonus for GameStop, or this was a pre-order bonus for Best Buy, or this was a general pre-order bonus, or this was redeemed for joining Rockstar Club. I'm like, oh my god, fucking video games. Because this is definitely, like, a big, huge, meaty game, but the amount of shit that you would have to do to, like, round up all of the cases during the original release looks really irritating and dumb. Also, this was definitely during the dawn of the era where developers were like, all games should be open world. And, like, I find that when I'm playing LA Noire, most of the time what I'm doing is you have an option to let your partner drive to the next case. At which point, it just like, after they have whatever in-car dialogue they were going to have, it then just cuts to your next location. That's what I do most of the time. This game has no need to be open world. The open worldness of this game is completely unnecessary. It would have been like, because the meat and potatoes of this game is like it's like a Phoenix Wright game, which occasionally has shooting. And that's fun. Like, but nobody ever needs Phoenix Wright to fucking drive a car. Nobody needs him to do that. You know, he is the law, he is justice, he does not need a driver's license.
It'd be one thing if you could, like, run into new cases on the way.
Exactly. And like, you'll occasionally find things which are called, like, street crime, but they don't have, like, the same compelling structure as, you know, the actual cases you work. It's more like, oh, look, there's a purse snatching. And I'm like, so let me get this straight. I just shoot the bad man, and then you give me, like, a little XP, and then I move on. They're like, yes, that's exactly it. I'm like, all right, fine. Crime will run rampant. I don't care.
Wait, you're out here shooting purse snatchers, though? Like,
exactly. And I'm like, no, LA Noire, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to shoot a purse snatcher.
That's not justice.
Yeah. So, like, the cases are good, but, like, the stuff that they try and, like, pepper the open world with is, like, I don't know about all that. Played some Never Stop Sneaking.
How is that, man?
It's super dumb. It's super good. This game can be played entirely with, like, the left stick. That is it. There are no other buttons involved. It's just you.
Wait,
fucking...
what?
Yep. Yep.
What does that mean?
So, that you don't have to, like, attack or anything? You can just move?
That's right. So...
What?
Like, if you come up behind a dude and he's facing away from you, you automatically murder him.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Dang,
That sounds accurate.
I can't wait for the fishing controller run of Never Stop Sneaking. The, like, USB
Same.
Guitar Hero controller runs. Like, oh my god.
If you have ammo and you come into a room and a guy sees you, as long as you have the ammo, you automatically shoot him. And so, like, the game kind of functions as a plot-driven roguelike, where you keep on trying to get deeper and deeper into this dude's base, and the game focuses a lot on being funny. So, like, you'll be like, okay, well, we can get further into his base, but before we get further into his base, we might need to build a water purifier. Well, why do we need a water purifier? Don't worry about it. Well, we just need one. Fortunately, the guy who we're fighting, Amadeus Guildenstern, kidnapped a civic engineer. If you can find the engineer, we can build a water purifier.
Why? Why Never Stop Sneaking?
What?
So the plot of the game is Amadeus Guildenstern, who was president for 37 minutes when nobody could find Harry Truman, is upset because he wants to be president for life. So he built a time machine and kidnapped all the presidents, even the bad ones, and is attempting to hold America hostage until he becomes president forever.
He has a time machine. He could become president forever.
Tegan, let's not get caught up in the details.
He has a time machine. I'm sorry.
It's cool. Tegan, you're right here. Like,
yeah. So,
oh, God.
you work for the Department of Sneaking.
No.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
And so it is your job to try and, like, defeat Guildenstern. And you go up against his various, like, henchmen, including Vice President Helicopter, who is a helicopter.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I got that.
Yep.
No, he is. He's actually a helicopter, Tegan. I've seen it. I've seen it.
Yeah.
God.
But
not high enough for this.
It's no, it's fair, Tegan. That's fair. But it basically feels like if someone played a lot of Metal Gear Solid 1 and then, like, ate all the drugs. Which is, it's a good chill-out game. It can also be played with the touchscreen on the Switch, which I'm enjoying. You can, like, drag your finger around the screen to move your dude, which means I suspect this will eventually come to, like, iPad and so forth. Also been playing Gorogoa, which is, like, one of the most difficult puzzle games I've ever fucked with. It's also incredibly beautiful and asks me to do new things with my brain that I've never done before. And if it had come out a couple weeks earlier, my top 10 might look a little different. It's super good. Ridiculously good.
What the shit is Gorogoa, man?
Can you please be more Pacific?
Gorogoa sounds like it's a boss in the Legend of Zelda series.
It also does sound like that, but I'm looking at some screenshots, and, like, I don't understand. Like,
so the way it works is you're looking at, like, a screen which is a 2x2 series of panels, and there are a variety of ways of interacting here. You can rearrange the panels. You can zoom in and out on individual panels. You can move a panel so that way it appears to be connected to another panel, forming a larger one. You can zoom in on one panel so that way it now has an implied interaction with another panel. I'll give you an example of how I solved one puzzle. There was a puzzle where I had a compass in my image, and I knew I wanted the needle on the compass to face in a different direction. So in another panel, I zoomed way in and I found a magnet. And so then I moved the magnet to the upper right-hand panel, which caused the needle on the compass in another panel to move, because it moved because of the magnet. And then I lifted the needle off the compass, pulling the object out of the image, and placed it onto a clock that was in a fourth image, and then zoomed out on the other three panels, so that way I could now see the effect of the clock changing the time of day because I put a new needle on the clock's face.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's legitimately insane. Alright. I'll take a look at this. I'm gonna find out what the shit this is about. That is just wild.
Yeah, it is. I am currently, like, stuck on a bit with some trains. Where I'm like looking at, like, these, like, this wall picture which shows, like, the route of that a train takes. And, like, I realize that, like, something that I need to do is, like, alter the train's route in the picture, and I just can't figure out how to do it. And there's also this, like, boy which is standing in front of a wall, and I can manipulate the way he interacts with the wall by zooming in and out of this other panel and, like, pulling pictures of, like, pointing fingers out of it. And I just can't figure out how to get all of these things to sync together. I've been stuck on it for a while. This game can be hard.
Sounds like it.
Also been playing
Sounds like fun, though.
Yeah, it really is. Also been playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
How is it?
I'm digging it. I'm not necessarily, like, digging it because of the systems. Because, like, basically you'll be playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and, like, roughly once an hour, as near as I can tell, for the first, like, 15 hours or so, one of the characters that you're interacting with will go, "Oh, hey, have you considered this? At which point the game will just kind of like pause, be like, hey, now's the time to tell you about like, fuck arts and, double times. And I'm like, what? And they're like, that's right. We're adding yet another system. How do you like them apples? And it just keeps on adding systems and adding systems and adding systems. And it adds them at such a pace that like you definitely reach a point where you're grinding not because you necessarily need to level, but just because you need the time to get used to all the fucking systems. You're like, okay, well, I know that there's this fight that I should be doing right now, which I know that I'm adequate level for, but I also know that there are 900 fucking menus I need to navigate, and I have no idea where they all are and what the fuck they all do. So instead of going and doing that critical fight right now, I'm just going to go over here and hit this thing that looks like an ostrich, because I can use that time to figure out how all the menus work. So what's been kind of like mainly propelling me forward is I really like the world, and I like the world's systems. Like I like the idea of like clouds having high tide and low tide, and being able to swim in the clouds when they're at high tide. That's cool. Brian likes that. Mm-hmm. There's a little dude that kind of looks like a potato, and he like yells a lot.
I know that guy.
Yeah,
I don't like him, but I get you.
And he built a robot girl, and the robot girl is pretty good. And
I need to free that robot girl. Jesus.
Rocky, are you playing this game?
I'm not playing it, but I know enough about it to be mad about it. That's where I'm at.
Are you mad about the robot girl?
Not the robot girl specifically, but like I'm convinced that the robot girl is a sex slave to the potato goon, and like I need to remedy that situation.
I think you might be right. Like that, the potato. Man, all right. Am I bad for liking the potato goon?
Dude, I don't know, man. I'm not sure. I don't have the information to make that judgment. I'm just saying, if this dude has a sex slave that's a robot, maybe we should do something about that sex slave robot. That's all I'm saying right now.
And like, there's a big like tiger blade. I like that. And Jesus Christ, Tegan, I thought that maybe it was possible when we were doing Game of the Year, and you were kind of like, which category was it that you were like really pressing for, like titties for the win?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
It wasn't Best New Girl. No, it was Best Meme, I think.
Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ. The titties are out of fucking control in this game. Like,
I told you.
The titties never stop.
I know.
Like,
it's a good time. They're making a figure of the Aegis.
The titties.
Yeah, the Aegis. No, she's not the titties. There's another sword that's really the titties.
Is it the blue girl, the blue and white one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of the blue and white ones. But they're making a figure of the Aegis, and like I frickin' want it.
It's the one with like the impossible proportions, right?
Yes. The one
that
with
describes
the impossible
2/3 of the characters, Rocky.
Yeah, I think I found her. Just gotta make sure that this GIF is like the whole thing. No, it's not. Wait. Yes, it is.
It is Dahlia. Yeah, it is totally Dahlia.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the one everyone was having problems with.
You ever just like load a picture and like your and Google Chrome says to you, "Are you sure you don't want to go to Pornhub?" Like, also, some gaming that has happened in the last month was finishing Life is Strange Before the Storm. The last episode came out on December 20th. And I can now confidently say that Life is Strange Before the Storm is better than Life is Strange. And for anybody out there that was waiting for all 3 episodes to be out, for fuck's sake, play this game now.
Okay, I'll get on it.
Okay, alright. I didn't want to call anyone out by name.
Okay, I'll get Alex. calling you out by name. You're not even home. Haha. I can do that.
I'm really impressed by how much player choice matters in Before the Storm, like even more so than like the original Life is Strange. There are some big diversions that are possible in this game. Like there are all kinds of like story for like I may want to play through Before the Storm again. Yeah, exactly. Like there are some like some big ass things, some big ass changes that are possible, and so like I want to see that. And they also continue to do some stuff with just like, you know, playing with the interface for the game, to like convey like during our game of the year we talked about like the smash sequence where like all of the buttons say smash. There's another sequence where they're like again just using game interface where like Chloe's just thinking something to herself, but they managed to like create this like very powerful image, and kind of like wrap it in the way these like choice-based adventure games work. It's cool. It's worth it. I dig it. It's a good game. It's very good. So guys, that's what's been up. That's us talking about how we cleared out 2017. The year stands before us. What do we want from it?
Hold on, before we start that, I'm going to roll Tegan's second saving throw. Ooh, okay, so I got a 3. Yeah, so Tegan, I need to get this next one, or you might die, so I'm going to do my best.
Please don't kill me, God.
I'm trying,
doing
Tegan.
Everything to keep this from turning into pneumonia. Please don't turn it into pneumonia for me, Brocky.
Okay, no, it's okay. I'm gonna ask the dice gods to look favorably upon me.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
I'll figure it out. So, what are we doing in 2018, guys? What do we want?
So I've kind of carved up our conversation about 2018 into like some general topics that'll hopefully allow us to like kind of hit on things that might spring to mind. I got our major platform holders, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, and then a spot for us to talk about like major Western publishers, major Japanese publishers, the indie scene, and then weird retro niche shit. So what do y'all want from Nintendo?
About that, I think Nintendo is in good hands right now, and they're doing a lot of good things. They are reinventing some franchises. They're, pushing the good of the things that already exist. And they have a lot of new blood, and they are developing their ideas in new and interesting ways. Breath of the Wild is an excellent example of that, where it's open world kind of like Zelda, but it's also like not like if Zelda Breath of the Wild wasn't actually a Zelda game, like if they just changed all the names of the characters, I don't think we would call it a Zelda-like. Like I don't think that's what happened. And I read an article earlier. It was an interview with Shigeru Miyamoto. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that they were talking about is that Miyamoto, like, he's not trying to pull from the old guard when, like, bringing on new, like, designers, programmers, and whatnot. Like, he wants people – to the point where, like, he's specifically quoted that he wants to pull people that aren't exactly huge video game fans. That he would rather pull people that are interested in making new types of play than trying to, like, honor the past. That, like, a lot of people, they're showing up when they want to make video games, it's because they want to fix the industry, or they want to make their dream MMO, or they want to do, like, old remakes right, like, all of, like, Mighty Number 9 and whatnot. And, like, those games, like, those ideas, they definitely should be honored. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't be, but I think the people that make video games, like, they didn't show up trying to, like, honor D&D or, like, trying to make the next Monopoly or whatever. They were just trying to make genuine experiences for people to interact with. Like, when Kirby, Mario, Zelda, all those games were new, they weren't, like, rehashed ideas of other things. Like, they were trying to make an idea that didn't exist in the world come to life. And I really appreciate that from, like, Nintendo's camp. Like, making an honest effort to do that.
So does Nintendo need... So I think that the Nintendo and its story of, like, innovation in game design has two different ways it can go. Mm-hmm. It can either go like the Wii or Switch story, where the hardware sale has a quick ramp and people engage with the innovations that are being caused by revisions in hardware. Or it can go the way of the Wii U or Virtual Boy, where people look at the changes requested of them by the hardware and say, pass, we don't want this. And so how does Nintendo balance a desire to innovate in an increasingly competitive market? Like, I'm not sure that, you know, innovating as a primary goal is where Nintendo needs to be right now. Like, Tegan, what do you want from them?
I want them to be better about their timelines. Like don't do what they've done with Zelda in the past, where they're like, oh yeah, we'll have it out in 2 years, and then like 2 years later they're like, 2 more years, JK. Like, I want them to be able to take a realistic look at their timelines for game development, you know, and not overpromise, you know? Also, I want a real goddamn Animal Crossing. Give me my real Animal Crossing on the Switch.
I think
I'm ready.
I think a part of the problem we've had with Nintendo in the last few years has been, it has either been feast or famine. Mm-hmm. You're either having, like, one of the best all-time years for Nintendo, or
there's not a lot going on.
Or it's like, check it out. Our tentpole title this year is Paper Mario Color Splash.
God damn it.
And we've also got Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. That was last year. That was what they thought could fucking hold up 2016.
Well, those were both fun.
Okay.
And technically, since we're in 2018 now, that was 2 years ago.
See, I think the thing is that with Nintendo has very obvious points of strength. It is innovation and IP. But the thing is, the valuable IP, when the IP does well, it's because they're innovating. Like, Nintendo, like, has done well with Mario, but, like, the biggest Marios have honestly been 64, which is, like, first 3D Mario. The Super Mario Sunshine, which is, like, adding, like, the flood and, like, water mechanics. Mm-hmm. And I would say this year Odyssey, but, like, it's honestly something closer to, like, Super Mario 3, when, like, Mario just had, like, a shit ton of powers. Or, like, Zelda, like, had really big years with Breath of the Wild, obviously, Wind Waker, and Ocarina of Time. And that's when they, like, took the same IP, but they stepped into a new space. And because when they did the things that we're used to, like Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword, like, the diehards are still going to play them, but they're not what drives Nintendo to be their best. Like, if someone wants, like, Ocarina of Time again, they'll make it if they figure it'll sell, but, like, it's not going to be great. It's not going to be what what we appreciate Nintendo for. And I think the things that they're doing with a lot of their games now, like they're definitely interacting with the indie space a lot more, which I really appreciate, but it's when they take like new IP and they like develop it into things, and when they get the support that they deserve. Like one of the big missteps with that is No More Heroes. No More Heroes was an excellent game full of like really interesting ideas and pushing the Wii hardware. And then No More Heroes 2 kind of like fell flat because it wasn't that interesting. Like it wasn't as brave as its original. And it didn't have that big of a fan base in the first place. Like there were people who bought a Wii to play No More Heroes, but it didn't like inspire a whole new generation of like Nintendo gamers. And I think Nintendo, when they like are willing to step into spaces where they either take their existing IP and make them do things that we don't expect, or they take new ideas and they implement them in very strong ways, is when they're their best.
Yeah, no, I get that. And one of the things I hope they do with Zelda, and it probably won't be for 2018, is I feel like that Zelda is best when they're either pushing boundaries, and I would also add Link to the Past to that list.
True.
But I feel like Zelda is also good when Zelda is getting weird. And the examples I would provide for that would be Link's Awakening and Majora's Mask.
Okay.
Because when we were rattling off the list of shame, it didn't include those. And I think that the reason for it is that they're good, but they're good for a different reason. Mm-hmm. And I think that if like they had a Zelda cycle where if they alternated boundary pushing versus weird, I would be way into it. Like I hope that there is a Majora's Mask equivalent for Breath of the Wild, where they take something which reuses a whole bunch of assets from Breath of the Wild in like some really weird way, and something that feels like Majora's Mask feels like fanfic written by a guy on all the drugs. I'd like to see that again. I feel like bringing Suda back into the fold to do a new No More Heroes where like he gets to do whatever he wants. I think that's a good call. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens there. The fact that it intersects with the their like burgeoning support of the indie scene is cool. Like this whole thing where like Travis Touchdown is going to be diving into various indie games throughout the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that seems cool, because then it kind of like has this like kind of weird cross-pollination with like the whole Mario 64 Odyssey thing where your hero is going into other worlds. Only in this case, you're Travis Touchdown. You're going to fuck them up. But I think that before they do a lot of this shit, Nintendo, we need to talk about how your online works. Come the fuck on.
They got pushed back, right? To like 2019.
I haven't heard that. Is that like late breaking news? Or they?
No, like when when you were drafting the doc, I saw something about Nintendo's online, and because the Nintendo Online service was supposed to go live like in January, like this year, and that's when it was going to be paid, and that's when they were going to add a bunch of new features. And yep. I've read that it's been pushed back. So like looks like they're still working on it.
Yeah, there's something like I think it was on like their Nintendo Italy's website, which appears to like allude to the service coming at some point in 2018. So we'll see. Man, they do need to get that shit together, because as it is right now, it is a fucking travesty.
I have faith. They'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah. Like, if Nintendo does one thing well, is that they definitely, like, push the clock and, like, test people's patience before they put something out. It's a lot of what, I want Square Enix to actually be, instead of just saying, yeah, we just need 2 more years, and then, like, they'll do it, like, 2 or 3 times, and then they'll give us something dope. But, like, Square Enix will just, like, keep pushing the timeline indefinitely forever. And it's just, okay, I mean, I guess.
I feel like that Yoshi and Kirby game that they got coming out this year, we don't know enough about those games yet. And I don't feel like I have a reason to care about them yet.
I feel like we'll hear more about them at E3.
They need to start talking to us now about something, because they've had like at least one major release a month since March. And we're rolling into January, and there's no big release on the calendar for this month. So, like, if they want to keep on, like, having this really high attach rate where, like, people who buy Switches buy lots of games, they need to start talking to us about what the first half of 2018 looks like. And if I had to bet real money, I would expect that we're going to get a Nintendo Direct at some point this month. But I think that Nintendo Direct needs to start priming the pump on that Kirby and Yoshi game, because I look at all the footage which is out there, and there's a fair amount for both. They just look like a fucking Kirby game and a fucking Yoshi game. I'm like,
I'm
all right.
excited for a fucking Kirby game and a fucking Yoshi game.
Rocky, you're a focus group of 1 now.
I like them.
Rocky.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I don't remember seeing much about them. Wait, no, it's Woolly Yoshi, right? And the Kirby game kind of looks like 64, but it's multiplayer and shit.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I remember those. Like, I mean, I don't, care about them.
Yarn Yoshi was the Wii U game. This is kind of like Yarn Yoshi Part 2, The Revenge, where in addition to being a yarn-ass Yoshi, he's wandering around all these, like
cutout things.
Yeah, paper cutout things. And, like, the big gimmick for the game, the revolutionary gameplay mechanic that is supposed to get all our tits hard is that, like, look, you can press a button, then it rotates the entire stage, and you can see the back of the stage. Are you excited? Please get excited for the back of the stage. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like, I'm not hyped about it or anything, but it looks cool. Like, especially, like, I don't know about the Yoshi game, but, like, Yoshi games are, like, as long as the controls are tight, I'm pretty sure it'll be fine.
Well, and they're also getting some, like, Weeby ports, Like, they're getting, in March? Hang on, let me check. Because I pre-ordered it.
Oh, the Atelier game?
Yeah. The Atelier Lindy and Suel. The Alchemist and the Mysterious Painting. Yeah. They're getting that. And they're getting the longest 5 minutes, which looks good. I want to know more about Project Octopath Traveler.
Same.
Yeah.
Like, I'm willing to give them January off, because, like, a lot of those people who just got Switches at the end of December have a pretty good backlog to get through. And I feel like that's a fair, like, little breather, where they don't have to be pushing. But I would like to see a Nintendo Direct sometime this month saying, like, hey, here's some upcoming stuff. Be excited. So I could be like, yay, more excited.
And I think you're definitely right about all those new Switch owners, Tegan. But, like, if they went into Black Friday with an install base of 10 million worldwide, which they did, those 10 million people want to know what's going on with their machine.
Yeah.
So let the new people fuck around with all those great Switch games that they haven't had a chance to play yet, like Breath of the Wild, and, Mario plus Rabbids and all that good shit. But us existing install base,
other guys, the existing install base, they probably haven't had time to go through everything.
Okay. Okay.
Like, I feel like that's fair too.
I'm just saying, Nintendo got to be making some moves. A piece of news that kind of popped up over the weekend was that in a nationwide survey of vintage and retro game stores, places that specialize in selling older equipment. The hot system this Christmas was the N64. Which I kind of feel like to Nintendo paints a picture of their future. You know, like they keep on releasing these little ass machines that, you know, they don't make enough of. That maybe the next little ass machine that they don't make enough of should be that N64 classic.
I mean, it probably will be, but I wouldn't expect it for a while.
Yeah,
They'll probably announce plans for it over E3, and then they won't release the actual system until Black Friday.
So, what do we want from Sony this year?
How about an actual day for Kingdom Hearts 3 to come out?
Well, that's on Square. We'll get to them later.
I mean, that's still Sony. I want more new IP and less large orchestral pieces at E3 this year. Like, the large orchestral pieces are all cool, but like, I'd like to see some games, please. Some games I'll be able to play this year, please.
I'd appreciate it if they took real chances. Like, I understand Sony's had, a rough couple years and whatnot. But, like, they did pretty well in 2016 when they took chances, as long as they, like, really, like, believed in them, And, like, the PS4 had a lot of great new IP that showed up last year. They housed Guerrilla's Horizon Zero Dawn. They took on Nier Automata, Nioh.
Yakuza. Or Yakuza 0.
Persona 5. Yeah,
Persona 5.
They had a hell of an exclusive lineup, and their install base for the PS4 has now finally surpassed the 3DS.
It only took them dropping it to $200 during, Christmas season.
No, I'm still gonna roast them for that. Like, that's, like, come on, guys, it's a handheld. Like, I know it was the handheld, and I know you guys had your handheld and it didn't work, but your main flag system was losing to a handheld, and you also had a handheld?
Like, your handheld doesn't have any support either. Can we support your handheld, maybe? Like, port over those Japan-only games?
Oh, yeah, there are...
Like, if Dream Daddy and Doki Doki Literature Club are any indication, there's definitely an install base for those weeb dating sim games. Why don't you port them? At least some of the hot ones, come on. They don't even have to be the porn ones.
One of the most popular games on Steam in 2016 was a visual novel called The House of Fata Morgana, which, according to a lot of people, is the best visual novel of all time.
Okay.
And that game is on the Vita in Japan.
Why the fuck don't we have it on the Vita in the US?
I know. Like, I would like to buy Fata Morgana for my Vita.
I would like to buy Fata Morgana to see what the fuck it is. Let's go.
Yeah, I can think of a ton of Japanese games I'd love on my Vita. Like, where the fuck is Uppers? Like, Uppers is crazy business. I'd like to play Uppers. Like, I'd like to play Net High. Like, where the fuck is Net High? There's no way I'm playing Net High now because it's so language intensive that there's no way I could, like, muddle through it in Japanese. That just wouldn't happen.
Right.
There's a ton of great shit on the Vita in Japan because the Vita did okay in Asian markets. It did okay in Japan. It did okay in, like, mainland Asia. And there continues to be, like, some dedicated publishers in the US who are, like, releasing Vita games with some consistency. Like, Limited Run Games comes to mind. And those games sell. So, I still fuck with my Vita with some regularity. I'd like to... God damn it, Sony, I guess is what I'm saying. Is like, your ass used to be beautiful.
Support your handheld.
Yeah.
Support your handheld. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
The reason it's not selling is because there's nothing to buy for it that you can't also get on a PlayStation. And if you assume, like with Nintendo, the majority of your handheld system owners will also have your console, get them some games they can play only on the handheld. Like, Jesus.
Or effectively offer cross-play and cross-buy, so that way if I buy the game digitally, I can download it on both and then have my save move back and forth.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
There are some games which do that, and so like whenever I have that experience on my Vita, I'm always like, why isn't this all games? Just like...
I mean, that's kind of what Nintendo did with the Switch, was they were like, you tired of playing your console game only on your console? Bam! Take it with you.
Right. And I realize there's
only
shit
buy
like...
one machine.
You know, and I know that there's stuff like memory constraints and that the Vita has some limits, and so it's not going to be every title. I certainly recognize that. But, like, there is some really good shit, you know, for the Vita in Japan. And in Asia. Bring some of it over. God damn. Like, I am sure that, like, the US market... Like, I think that there's probably still some people who would like to play Puyo Puyo Tetris on their Vita.
True.
Yeah. Because that seems like the game is just made for the Vita. Who doesn't want touchscreen controls for Puyo Puyo Tetris? Seems crazy business.
Right.
Oh. I'd like to see Sony kind of like re-engage the indie community, because it seems like once they started like selling games with like any kind of like velocity and selling consoles with any velocity, that they like they treated indie like a, you know, they're like, man, they're like, you're my girlfriend for when I don't have a job. I need to get a different girlfriend now.
Yeah. All of a sudden, they were too busy. They were too good for indies, and that's whack.
Yeah, fuck that. Like, that's part of why the Switch is like killing it right now. The number one selling game on the store for the Switch right now is fucking Rocket League. You know, like, Jesus Christ, like, come on, Sony. Like, and I'm pretty sure that like most people now like own Rocket League at least twice. And people are still buying Rocket League on their Switches.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's like, I'm looking here, there appear to be at least 3 indie games in the top 10 game on this for the Switch store. Like Overcooked is in there. Axiom Verge. Minecraft. I guess Minecraft doesn't count anymore. But still, Jesus, come on. Have you guys been keeping track of Dreams at all?
No, I haven't.
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
I mean, I don't get Dreams. Like, you're talking about like the
Media Molecule thing?
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought you were talking about like the purple ninja things from like the Sega universe.
No. This is not going to be a detour into Nights into Dreams, although that would be great.
That drives Nights into Dreams. There we go.
Yeah. But Dreams is this thing from Media Molecule, who were the Little Big Planet people. And it's like it's a toolkit for making your own games that people can then play whether or not they have the full game Dreams downloaded. You can add voice acting, you can add music, whatever genre you want. And the tools include, like, listing a game for sale on the PlayStation Store?
Wild.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I kind of want Sony not to half-ass it and not to fuck it up. So I guess all I really want from them on Dreams is just fulfill the promise of Dreams, you know? How about Microsoft? What y'all want from Microsoft?
Okay, so personally, I don't really care about Microsoft as a gaming company. Like, I'm mad enough at like Windows 10 that like I don't really want them. I don't really have the energy to get mad at them about much more about it. I would appreciate it if like they would, you know, work with Asian markets to like actually get some shit together. That'd be pretty cool.
I'd like some more IP that I couldn't buy on multiple systems.
Yeah.
More actual exclusives?
Yeah, some actual exclusives.
But, Tegan, how about this Left Tuesday second mom console launch takes these backsies exclusive?
Oh, Jesus.
And you're like, come on, Microsoft. I think that, like, some of their IP, which is them, they kind of need to go back to the drawing board. Like, Nintendo went back to the drawing board with Zelda, and Capcom went back to the drawing board with Resident Evil. And Sony's gone back to the drawing board with God of War. We'll see how that turns out. And for better or worse, Activision claimed they went back to the drawing board with COD.
All right. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Whatever they say.
Wah, wah. I kind of feel like Halo is something they need to go back to the drawing board with. Because I love that world, but I could give a shit about that game.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like, I'm actually invested in Halo lore, but I don't want to play any of those games anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like Sea of Thieves and State of Decay look real neat, but if they don't give those games actual long-term support, that's going to be a bummer.
True. I mean, Sea of Thieves, it could be a really good MMO. Like, it depends on how they actually monetize it.
Well, it's $60 and you're in. It's a retail game.
Okay. But I mean, okay, so like, I get that, but there's also, like, for example, Guild Wars 2, which is actually still has a pretty robust support on like Windows machines and whatnot. They still like fund themselves basically through microtransactions because it is an MMO. So like it's either you're gonna do subscription because the $60 like entry price point isn't gonna support the game forever. It's just not.
Right.
And like Guild Wars had like game balance affecting like gems and stuff that you could buy, and I don't know if they'll do that with Sea of Thieves, but like, you know, loot boxes seems to be like the hot strat in terms of like long-term monetization. So like, I hope if they do decide to go that route, that they do so in a responsible way. But like, you know, we'll see how that goes.
I think that raises a good point. Like, something I want to see from Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo is some rules at the platform level for how loot boxes can be used on their networks. Because, like, definitely the biggest story in video gaming of 2017 was EA repeatedly shitting the bed with loot boxes. And so I think the onus is on the platform holders to give rules to developers to say, like, okay, if there are loot boxes in your games, then you have to follow rules X, Y, and Z. Because I really don't want to see some, like, ancient-ass senator sitting in front of a fucking pie chart about video games. I'm just not in the mood.
Yeah, it's gonna, like, that would be them pushing on, like, EA, but what'll happen with those specific scenarios, that's gonna push a lot harder on, like, Microsoft and Sony than it will be Nintendo. Like, granted, like, FIFA and, like, NBA are actually on, like, the Switch platform now, but that hasn't been that way for a long time, and they haven't really, you know, gotten comfortable with those sales.
Oh no, man. There was a $120 version of fucking NBA 2K18 on the Switch with all the dirty loot boxes. Like,
right, but I mean, what I'm saying is that, like, if Nintendo's gonna pick a fight about it, like, they're definitely the newest to that money, and I think while they may actually be the most comfortable, like, having that conversation with EA because it's new for them, but like Sony and like Microsoft, while they do have like a rapport with them, like, FIFA loot boxes aren't new. They've been around, and like they made like $800 million last year.
Mm-hmm.
And Microsoft like doesn't even know how they really want to deal with loot boxes in general. And I don't know if they are willing to have that conversation with EA, especially since they're comfortable with the revenue stream as it is.
Mm.
That's what I mean. That like because they're definitely getting a kickback like for like loot boxes like in general. Like there's no way they're not. And if like they say like, yo, you can't do certain things about these loot boxes, and like they could be like, okay, cool, EA, we'll talk about that, Microsoft, but let's take a look at some of these points in this contract. And like that might be something that a conversation that just they don't want to have. And I don't know if they're willing to do that.
Yeah. I think the only other thing I really want to see from Microsoft this year is, they don't have a whole bunch of like thrilling IP that they can tap into unless they want to like start, staffing up at Rare so that way they can work with some of Rare's dormant IP. So I'd like to see them like maybe do one or two smart strategic acquisitions. Go buy a company or two that will get you, IP that you can call your own, that is like meaningful in a real way. I mean, there's companies out there right now that don't have the resources to stop a takeover, and some which are actually positioning themselves to be attractive for a takeover. Like Capcom made that statement, what was it, about 3 years ago at this point, where they're like, we are open to being bought. And nobody has bought Capcom since they said that.
Because fuck Capcom, honestly. Like, sorry. I know they make my fighters or whatever, but like, definitely fucking around with my fighters. I'm not about it. Ugh. But yeah, like, I'm looking at your list. Like, I want Capcom to get their shit together, and I don't think their problem is actually money. Like, I don't think their problem is that they don't have enough money to, like, make good games. They might, like, I haven't checked their balance sheets in a while, but the things that they're doing don't seem like money problems. It seems like idea problems. And, like, Konami, since, like, Kojima seems to be fine on his own. Sorry, I'm looking at Brian's list. I'm personally cool with them dying in a fire. Like, I don't personally care.
But there's an amazing history of IP there. Like, if Microsoft suddenly owned Castlevania, that'd be a big deal, especially if they stuck a real team on it.
Right. No, I don't think, like, it's just, I don't think Konami as it exists doesn't need to exist anymore. Let them go bankrupt and let them have to sell off, like, their assets piecemeal. And, like, that's fine by me. Like, their IP isn't going to die with them if it doesn't have to. Cause, like, Konami definitely owes people money. And if they go bankrupt, they need to pay people something. And, like, selling out that IP is something they can totally do. But I don't see a reason for Konami as it exists right now to continue existing.
Okay.
That's what I mean. Like,
okay, so the IP of Konami is more valuable than Konami itself.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. IO Interactive is, I think, also positioning themselves to be owned.
Yep.
And they can definitely survive on their own right now, but like they would much rather just be like in someone else's balance sheet and have like a steady stream of income so they can make the stuff that they want to make, which I'm cool with. PUBG Corp is like one of those, it's in a very precarious position where it has like real, I guess larger indie corp money with like a single game. So they're definitely really volatile. I still think it'd be cool if they became their own publisher, but if they got picked up by Microsoft, that would make sense. But like, I'm not sure about Microsoft's like management as a whole. I mean, Phil Spencer's cool, but like, I don't know about anyone else in that camp that I'd really trust to handle anything well.
So, moving on to the major Western publishers, any wish list that you guys have from them for this year?
Ubisoft, you guys are cool. Bethesda, keep doing what you're doing. Everybody else, get your fucking shit together. I swear to God. Like, Activision, EA, WB needs to sit down in a corner, think about what they've done, and do better. Ubisoft is cool. They're fine. And Bethesda seems to have a decent head on their shoulders, but, you know, they could use some polish. But, like, those other guys, like, they need to unfuck themselves. I swear.
I did not see myself getting to, like, the end of a year going, like, Ubisoft seems like they're in a good spot. Like, you know?
Right? Yeah. But they did it. Shout outs to them. What a time to be alive.
But, like, I really like the shit that they're doing now where, like, every game that they release is getting, like, real serious ongoing support after release. Like, fucking For Honor. I thought For Honor was just going to die on the vine.
True.
And they're like, no, we're out here, like, you know, pushing content, most of it free to For Honor every month. And so, like, as a result, like, For Honor still has a dedicated player base.
That's the Monster Hunter strat. One of the few things Capcom's doing well.
You know, Rainbow Six Siege, when it came out, like, people were making the joke, like, lol, epic bomba. But, like, now it is consistently in the top 5 concurrent players counts on both the PlayStation and the Xbox. Like, people fucking cannot get enough of Rainbow Six Siege. And, like, it barely moved any copies during its first full year on shelves. Like, Ubisoft is now content for a game to be a hit in its second or third year out. Like, that's crazy business.
I'm actually about it though, because
I'm really into it. I wish other Western publishers would, like, take a lesson from this whole, like, idea of, like, real support, you know, for games in a long-term way. Like, it's a good ass thing. Like, I'm really glad that, like, as you're getting into Mario plus Rabbids Rocky, that, like, that it kind of has this whole you know, very Ubisoft thing going on right now, where, like, they keep on pushing new features to it. Like, the PvP mode was not a thing in it when I was, like, going through the game. Like, I keep on hoping that they bring the PvP to online because it's a cool thing. Man, the one thing I really, really want to make sure that they don't do this year is please, 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 no big flagship Assassin's Creed game this year. I'll take a small Assassin's Creed game, something from, like, an alternate team. But, like, I like the longer dev cycle. The longer dev cycle totally paid off with Origins. So, like, don't go cash that Origins check yet. You know, like,
let it marinate.
Exactly. Come on.
You're doing it right this time.
Yeah.
Don't get excited.
Yeah, don't get weird.
Excited.
Don't get weird.
All right,
don't get weird. Thing.
Don't get excited. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep your head down. Do the work. Appreciate it.
But Rocky, I think you're right on the money with, like, some of these other people just need to unfuck themselves. Like, EA needs to unfuck themselves in a big, big way.
God damn it, EA. Like, I need them... Because, like... Also, one of the things that really stuck with me is last year when Joe came on the show, he was talking about, like, a lot of the decisions that, like, EA and to a lesser extent, well, actually to a very similar extent, Activision is doing, is that they're focusing a lot more on, like, financial profit versus accounting profit. And it's that like, they're trying to make all the money and they're trying to make it right now as opposed to, like, making money and doing well over time. And that's how we get this, like, ridiculous nonsense with loot boxes. Because, like, someone that, like, would have told me, was like, hey, man, we're going to play, there's going to be an online shooter and you can get some stuff. And, like, you can buy some extra shit if you want. And it's like, all right, that seems cool. And it's like, oh, yeah, so, like, if you want to play in the Star Wars one, if you want Darth Vader, you got to drop like $80 before you even got a shot. And it's like, what? Why? Like, why is anyone doing this? Who decided that we wanted to do this with the game? And like, they did. Like shit like that, where they're just like, yeah, but we can get $80 from everyone who wants to play Darth Vader. Like, that's free money. And I mean, I guess if you want to be an asshole, and like,
meanwhile, Ubisoft ran a 3-week event in Ghost Recon's Wildlands where they're like, surprise, for no apparent reason, the fucking Predator is in the game for 3 weeks. And they ran an event where you were like running from the Predator, trying not to get hunted by the Predator for like damn near a month, and there was like shit that you could get, like loot that you would earn from escaping the Predator, and it was free. It was just an in-game event that happened for 3 weeks. And sure, they didn't sell a bunch of loot boxes for doing that, but how many copies of Ghost Recon's Wildlands, which is already at discount pricing, do you think they sold? Because people were like, oh shit, I love the Predator. This game's $20 now. Why not?
Yeah, and then they stay, because the game's actually good. That's what I mean, man.
Ugh. But while we got our EA wish list, I just got one more for them. Guys, it is time to spend Need for Speed to live on a farm upstate.
Yeah, I don't think I need more Need for Speed. Like, unless they do something completely different where it's not Need for Speed anymore, then, like, it's cool.
Need for Speed jetpacks.
That sounds dope. Like, I mean, they did, like, Need for Speed Burnout, but it was still, like...
Yeah. Nah, like, 100 cars jump out of an airplane.
Oh, God, let's go.
Wait a minute. Tegan, are you sure you haven't seen any of the Fast and Furious movies?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Wait, what if they did, like, Need for Speed 007?
Ooh, that'd be cool, where you get, like, spy car upgrades.
Yeah, that would be cool. But
only
like,
if the upgrades are unlocked by doing stuff in-game and not via loot boxes.
Yeah, true. But like, yeah, if Need for Speed either needs, like, a complete reinvention, or, like, they need to stop making them. But like but Need for Speed in its current form should not continue to exist. It's not good for any of us. For anyone, really.
Tegan, Rocky, do you have any specific wish list items for Bethesda?
It'd be cool if we, like, heard about Elder Scrolls 6, you know? Like, because it's been a while. And, like, I understand that, like, Skyrim is still doing well somehow, because they keep finding populations that apparently never played Skyrim, but...
I've still never played Skyrim.
God damn it, Tegan!
Hello! I am the population they are trying to reach.
You can now play Skyrim while you poop. They got it on the Switch.
I know.
You can't play it in the shower. Don't play Skyrim in the shower.
Aww. Well, I can't play anything in the shower right now. Sometimes being in the shower makes me dizzy.
Oh, no.
I'm sick. I'm so sick. Ugh.
What if you put a Switch in a Ziploc bag? Could you then...
Guys, stop. No, we're not going to endanger Tegan's Switch by believing in a Ziploc bag, Brian.
I believe in the Ziploc bag.
God damn it, guys, no. Okay.
I would also like Disney to stop releasing video games.
Just forever.
Stop it. Stop with you stop Disney Infinity, which was a problem because people were still buying that shit. That's on you. Stop insisting on, like, a cars racing game. Stop it with, like, just stop.
Wait, what was didn't Disney, like, run, like, an MMO for, like, a decade?
Yep.
Oh, there was
that
some
thing
dirty
called?
Disney shit that happened earlier actually just last month, where, like, in November. Where they're like, we regret to inform you, we will be shutting down Marvel Heroes. It'll happen at the end of the year. And so then, like, later the same week, they were like, we regret to inform you, we're shutting down Marvel Heroes right now. Scratch that whole end of the year.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, wait, did we say the end of the year? We meant the end of this sentence. Goodbye. Click.
People people invested money into that thing, and they wanted...
It was dirty.
Like, guys, stop. Just stop trying to video game. Stop it. Just keep making stuff that you want to insert into Kingdom Hearts 3, and keep making movies, and, like, fix your Disney Channel. And then maybe we'll talk about it, but, like, stop for now. Please. Please stop. Please just license your stuff to be made, and don't actually contribute to the making of it. Thank you.
Or keep a tighter rein on your partners. Like, Disney trying to crack the whip on EA after they obviously had to sign off on all that shit.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't butter both biscuits, Disney. Like, you fucking can't. Like, I know you had to sign off on that. We know that there were 900 guys in a room. So don't be like, we're shocked, EA. This is a total surprise.
Yeah, they really tried it. It was... actually, back to Bethesda, I would actually like a fresh team on Fallout, I think. 'Cause 4 was like, what they tried to do was like, give, power to the players or whatever. And then, like, they antagonize the mod community and then try to get them to come into their clubhouse. And, like, that wasn't cool. They tried to give power to the players, and then they tried to own, like, the mod clubhouse, and it was just gross. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, that wasn't a game choice. That was definitely a business choice. And I'd either want more creatives or people that understand how, like, the creative process works in charge or with more clout in the business side, or get better managers. That's what I would say. Because I don't want Bethesda to do what EA did and just, like, throw out all the managers and make the creatives manage themselves, and then don't give them resources. Because I've seen that happen, and, like, I don't want to see it happen ever again.
You need
I got an idea
to understand creators.
Mm-hmm.
I got an idea for who should develop the next Fallout.
Me.
Tegan, you Fallout? Is that your vibe?
I'll do it. I like it.
Tegan presents Fallout.
I like the future as imagined by the 40s.
Okay.
This idea does not even require Bethesda to reach outside of the studios that they own.
Mm-hmm.
But Bethesda is a Western company that owns a Japanese studio in the form of Tango Gameworks.
Dude, let Tango Gameworks do the next Fallout set it in Tokyo.
Yep.
Yo, let's go.
Dude,
Shinji Mikami directing fucking Fallout. Like, I get tingles at the idea of that.
I'm down. I would be so... Well, I don't know if Japan would like that, because they are very much anti-nuclear, Because there may be, like, some reason that they're so anti-nuclear, but, like, for the life of me, I can't fucking think of it. America. Yeah, that's why. We fucked it up.
What if they did, like, an alternate future where, like, instead of becoming, like, isolationist near the, like, post-World War II, that, like, they became, like, openly aggressive instead.
Ooh, that'd be sweet.
I'd play that game.
Bethesda,
I'd be interested in
us.
that.
Bethesda, call us.
Bethesda, call us and then call Tango. Get us on the conference call. I swear to God.
So, I think that kind of leads into our next topic, which is Japanese publishers. What do you want from them this year?
Stop playing with me, Square. Get new Fallout 2. But, like, I would really like Square to, like, stop playing around. Like, stop messing with us. Because, like, that's another thing. Because, like, Square is messing with us. They're not, like, actually trying to screw us over. But they're messing around because they want to see how far they can push. And, like, I don't want them to be in another, like, nightmare scenario that gave us Final Fantasy. I would just, like, like Final Fantasy. If that's cool. I'd really appreciate it.
Well, Rocky, they got more franchises to kill. I mean, last year they killed Deus Ex. They're real proud of that.
God damn it.
And they killed it with loot boxes. Everybody and I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, holy shit, like, we all thought that, like, the beginning of the storm last year was Shadow of War. But no, the actual beginning of the storm came in August when, like, Deus Ex came out. And, like, nobody cared. And it was like, oh, okay, I guess this is a video game.
Deus Ex was fun. I liked it. I like the Deus Ex games. They're like Shadowrun, the video game, done actually correct.
Oh,
that's actually pretty solid.
I misspoke. Deus Ex was 2016 in August. And also, yeah, it sold for shit because of the loot boxes. But they killed Deus Ex. They got rid of Hitman. You know, come on, guys. We know you have a Tomb Raider game in development. There's been leaks. Can you actually just talk about it?
Hey, can we also hear some actual news about our Final Fantasy VII Remake and Kingdom Hearts 3? Thanks.
Tegan, what if I told you I could repackage the previous news in a collector's edition with other previous news?
But that's what I already have. I just bought that. Well, I didn't buy it. Somebody bought it.
Yeah. I don't know. If they surprise dropped Kingdom Hearts 3, then, like, that is the least they could do.
If they surprise dropped Kingdom Hearts 3, do you know how mad people would be?
Oh, I'm already mad. I've reached, like, the madness, the point of calm. I am in tranquil fury with Square Enix. That's where I'm at.
Would you say I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed?
No, like, I'm mad enough that I will, like, burn down Square if they give me one more bullshit headline about Kingdom Hearts 3. But I'm not going to feel bad about it. I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to kick and scream.
You heard about the leaks, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I saw those. Like, whatever. It's not a release date. Like,
no, but I'm still excited. Monsters, Inc. sounds cool. Monsters, Inc. sounds cool!
Like, so, you know what they could have done, Tegan? You know, instead of, like, releasing, like, these tidbits about...
Does Sora get to be a monster? Does Sora get to be a monster?
Maybe. But, like, this is what I'm saying. Tegan, they could have released the game 6 years ago. And, like, even, like, with the Disney acquisition, they could just keep adding worlds as DLC. And, like, they could have been doing that for years.
Paid
like,
for DLC. $50 a new world.
That's what I mean. Well, I mean, that's definitely the darkest version
shit
of that.
For you, Rocky.
Okay, here we go. Let's go. Let's get it. What's going on, Brian?
So Disney just bought 20th Century Fox, right?
Yeah.
Thor World.
Well,
Marvel Cinematic Universe Extended World.
But with 20th Century Fox, the possibility of Sora fucking with the Simpsons is now...
No! I refuse.
Homer has joined your party.
No, he is not.
His Sora is like one of those just yellow goons and shit with the hair. Oh,
yeah.
no!
Sora wouldn't be yellow. Sora would be white.
Yeah.
No, not in the Simpsons universe, Tegan.
Yeah, the Simpsons universe, aren't the Asians white?
I don't think Sora's like, well, Sora, like, his name is Sora, so I guess he is specifically Asian. Oh, man.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Fuck, dude, I don't know. Oh my god, Sora with the Simpsons.
I refuse. Yeah. The second they introduce the Simpsons world in it, I'm fucking burning it to the ground. It's a bad time.
I just want Sora to go to Die Hard World, you know, and John McClane is
takes
going
on
to
Hans
party.
Gruber, and it's Christmas, because it's always Christmas in Die Hard. Yep. Oh my god, okay.
I don't know about you guys, but Die Hard is my favorite Christmas movie.
Fuck yes, Tegan is right.
No, I'm not actually serious. My favorite Christmas movie is The Santa Claus.
God damn it. Tegan. Fucking violations.
It's funny.
All right,
man.
Other Japanese publishers, do we have any wish list for them?
Capcom. Don't fuck up Mega Man 11, please. Just make it like a classic Mega Man. Please.
If Capcom does not support Monster Hunter World the same way I've been seeing them support these 3DS Monster Hunters, because like we got new shit every month, and it was dope. If I don't see that for World, I'm gonna be upset. I'm coming for you guys, and it will not be fun for you. That's just all that's gonna happen.
Natsume, you're doing beautiful, sweetie. Just keep it with the good Story of Seasons Harvest Moon games, please. Thank you. Yes, good job.
Natsume, if you could do me one solid and possibly stop releasing River City Ransom games every 5 fucking seconds.
What's River City Ransom?
Well, Tegan, walk into any given store that sells video games. 90% of them will be River City Ransom. I don't even know.
Goofy side scroller beat 'em ups. And
yeah,
shit.
It's like, who's Kunio gonna punch this time? Like, oh, God. Let me just go into this store and buy more Band-Aids and steaks.
Actually, I have a couple choice words for Sega, if I could.
Yeah.
Sega, you've had some cool shit. Sometimes it's cool, most of the time it's not. This is what I want you guys to do. Just go and talk to some young developers. Just find the kid that is interested in making video games, but he doesn't want to make the next big thing. Like, leave those kids alone. Let them spin their wheels. Find a kid that, like, is talking some real weird shit, and, like, he doesn't really know how to do it, and teach him how to do it. Because that's what you guys have. You guys have the history and the knowledge, but y'all are basically tone deaf. And, like, you need new ideas, you need new energy, but you have, like, the framework. So take your framework, give it to a kid that has some fucking ideas, and let him do some shit, man. Like, a good example is, like, the guy that made Katamari. Like, the guy that made Katamari, like, he was an artist. He was not a programmer. He wasn't even really that good at math. But, like, he had a wacky idea of, like, how to give a play experience to people. And, like, they just kind of sat him down and, like, they basically taught him how to do the 3D modeling and, like, work within, like, their framework. And he made Katamari Dynasty. And, like, then they tried to make other ones after that, and they tried to, like, capture that idea to, like, continuously, like, beat that horse until it was dead. And they killed the horse. They didn't make another game that was better than the original Katamari. And so, like, that's what you guys need to do. I need you guys to, like, sit down and, like, find the new kid, hear him out, and, like, empower them to make some new shit. Like, I need you guys to stop trying to, like, remake Sonic. Like, I need you guys to stop trying to bring everybody back together from Crazy Taxi. Like, let someone make some new shit. And, like, you guys know how to make the shit, but you don't know what to make. And so give the person with new ideas about what to make and give that person the power. See what happens. Give it a shot.
This thing that they're doing on phones, they need to fix.
Fuck. I didn't want to talk about that. But, yeah, man. Everybody needs to stop touching phones. Like, Square finally got the hint, like, after they released everything on phones. And, like, Sega's definitely doing some dumb shit. And, like, I need all of you guys to stop. Like, leave phones alone, man.
I mean, the stuff that Sega's doing is specifically dumb, where they're, like, they're packaging their classic IP, then they put the original game onto the phone with, like, crappy touch controls, and they're, like, bundling it in these, like, bad emulators, so, like, the games run bad, they look bad, they sound bad. And, like, the games are free, and they have ads with them, or you can pay $2 to get rid of the ads forever. But I'm like, look, man, like, you know, I appreciate the idea of you trying to put Phantasy Star 3 out here for people for $2, because that is definitely not what, like, the shit that, like, you mentioned the dumb stuff Square had done on phones, where they're like, buy Final Fantasy VI for $18 on phones. And you're like, what are you doing? What are you doing, Square? Nobody's going to buy Final Fantasy VI for their iPhone for $18. But the emulators that they're using suck. The fact that they're using touch controls suck. Like, I kind of just wish that what they would instead do is really knuckle down and put out, like, a good Genesis Mini. Because they keep on licensing out the right to make the Mini Genesis to At Games, which is this, like, weird Brazilian company. Which, like, and I understand that, like, Genesis has a weird legacy with Brazil. But, okay, look. Ain't nobody trying to play your fucking weird Genesis version of Guitar Hero. It's just not. No, stop.
Okay, actually, my real thing is not. This isn't just for Japan. Like this is for everybody. Everybody can get this work. Everybody needs to stop pretending that people that play video games are dumb. Like, I know, like there are more people playing video games than ever have in like human history, and statistically, that means there are more dumb people playing video games than ever before. Like, I get that, but like. What they're trying to do, they're trying to step into these big audiences and put out some shit and like figure that like one or two dumbasses in like every town will like buy it and they'll just live off of that money. And I'm telling you right now, everyone that is interested or even considering making video games to unfuck yourselves from that idea. Disabuse yourself of the notion that if you make something shitty, that enough people will pick it up to the point where you don't have to do anything about it. Because I am on a crusade and I will ruin every developer, business manager, analyst that wants to prop up some shit and pretend that it's good enough for the world at large so they can live off the interest. Like, I'm not about it. Like, everyone needs to do their best, and if they fall, like, they will probably be okay, but everyone phoning it in, especially these big companies, I am not afraid to do what I can to make sure that you guys get dismantled in shame. Like, I'm 100% about pursuing that line of action. Like,
Wow,
Sega trying
all your rage today, man. All of it.
Dude, I'm like, no, it's okay.
Super
I'm
angry.
Like, I walked into 2017 and I figured everyone was cool. I figured that, like, people were going to do right by everyone and they were going to try to do some shit together, make some really good games, and everybody will have a good time. And a lot of people did that. You know, Ubisoft did it. Nintendo got their shit together. We had some new people that step onto the fray that are putting some real fear into the people that are out here. And I am about making sure those people stand up straight and that everyone else falls in line. Like, that's me in 2018.
Damn.
Everybody pays rent. No one gets a pass. And we are going to make some games or you're not going to be a part of this club anymore. Like, that's just it. Like, I'm done letting these people slide.
I don't want to make games. Can I still be part of the club if I don't want to make games?
It's okay, Tegan. Like, if
Can I
you're
just
not
play
making games, yeah, no, it's okay. This rant is not for you. Like, if you're not making games, if you just want to hang out and play some shit and have a good time, more power to you. Enjoy yourself. Okay. But like, when I get people that are like, man, like, this game looked like something that could have been good because I trusted these people because it had some interesting art or whatever, and they just completely disrespected my time and my investment. Fuck them. Like, I'm making sure those people pay in 2018. That's my goal.
So if we're going to burn it all down, why don't we talk about the indie scene?
Okay. Let's talk about it.
What do we want from the indie scene this year?
I'd like more experiences like Doki Doki Literature Club. Not like, we're gonna take this super cute thing and turn it into a horror thing, but we're gonna give you a full game that, like, really sucks you in and is, like, 5 to 15 hours in length. And not too expensive. Like, I don't want to pay $60 for a 15-hour experience, but, like, I'd pay $25 for it.
I also like the turns that narrative experiences have taken in the indie scene, that, like, they are finding new and interesting ways to tell stories given the medium that they're in. I would appreciate indies being a little bit more bold with their price points. That, like, if they're making a $10 game, then, like, make a $10 game. Like, I'm not going to be afraid to pay $10 if I feel like it was spent properly. Most of the games I actually bought this year weren't $60 games. They were, like, $20 to $40 games, and they felt that way. Like Golf Story was a very nice little game that I played. Kamiko, which I put like 20 hours into, I spent $6 on like the Japanese eShop. Like I made an account because I wanted to play this game. Like I'm really interested in like experiences being what they worth, and the people that are peddling them understanding that. Like I don't want to get tricked into buying a $15 game for $40. Like I don't want to do it.
I think it's a great idea, Rocky, and I think that lesson should actually probably extend to the AAA space as well. Mm-hmm. One of the things that I was most satisfied with last year was Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, which Sony released at $40. You know, they when they introduced the game, it was at $40, and it was, you know, it was a 10-hour game. But you know what? Like, I loved both of those things about it. I love the fact that Sony did not feel compelled to try and squeeze me for $60 for that game. Mm-hmm. And also, I liked starting a Naughty Dog game where the finish line was in sight. You know, like, and I think that speaks to Tegan's point. Like, I would like to have more small experiences this year. A lot of the games I really loved last year were smaller experiences. Hellblade was about 8 hours. It was one of my favorite games. You know, Mortician's Tale was 2 hours. You know, Edith Finch was about 4 hours. Mm-hmm. You know, like, small experiences, I think, have the power of, like, filling in the gaps for people. And there's a lot of times where when you sit down, like maybe you're at the end of the day, where you have a whole bunch of other commitments over a weekend, where you want to play something, but you don't necessarily want to dig into something that you know is going to be an enormous commitment because of what your available time is right now. Mm-hmm. Like, I do hope more folks embrace the idea of like scalable pricing and shorter length games. Like, a couple years ago, Nintendo put out Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker for $40, and I hope that they continue to also explore variable pricing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't actually play Captain Toad's, but I heard good things.
It's a good-ass game. We need more Captain Toad. Or as his real fans call him, Captain Todd.
Oh, man.
Valve needs to collectively put away the knife collection.
Yep.
Like there are days where you'll load up Steam and you'll be like, oh, 40 games came out today. Like, I saw some, like, gross statistic the other day that said that, like, 35 to 40% of the games on Steam came out in 2017.
Oh, Jesus.
Exactly. This shit's a virus. They're like, they need to deal with it. And I guess the thing that I hope is that if Valve chooses to not deal with it, that people spend more time exploring other platforms for getting games on PC. Mm-hmm. You know, like, I started spending more time with Itch this year, or I guess in 2017, and that was how I got into Doki Doki Literature Club, because it didn't even occur to me to go look on Steam for a free game. So I went to Itch, and I got their launcher, and I was like, oh, there's some cool shit over here. I also like the fact that, like, Itch isn't, like, sticking DRM in their games. So, like, if there's no weirdness if, like, the Itch launcher can't actually talk to Itch. Which is an advantage over Steam. So, I'm going to probably spend more time this year, like, messing with GOG and messing with Itch. Because there are some serious fundamental problems with the way Valve is administering, essentially, their near monopoly on the PC indie scene. I realize this is probably very much a Brian thing, but Hitman is currently indie until somebody buys those guys.
True.
But, god damn it, Brian needs some news on Hitman Season 2, damn it. Hitman is life.
Oh, boy.
Actually, I'm not sure how I did this, but my Twitter feed is actually burgeoning with people like showing love for like Jet Set Radio. I see at least 3 different tweets about people talking about how much they love Jet Set Radio and Jet Set Radio Future. So like, it'd be cool if like we had more games like that, because it appears there's at least some sort of market for it, even if it is niche. So like, if we got some people who are making Jet Set Radio style music, and we get some sort of like counterculture skating game going, I think that could be cool. It'd be really nice if we got some indie on that, because like whoever's big isn't working on it.
And that game is dope. I know that somebody kind of released like a skating game, which is kind of going for that feel, like last year. And it will eventually come to consoles.
Shit. All right.
So I'll probably wait till that happens. And of course, there's a ton of indie games I'm really pumped for, but the only one I specifically want to call out here is like UFO 50. Looks like it's the second fucking coming, and I need more information. You know, it's just a thing.
True.
Yeah. So, anything in the weird shit bucket that you guys want to call out?
I see that you put Atari Box here, and like, as far as I'm concerned, Atari Box doesn't actually exist. Like, like it doesn't. Is there a reason that I should care about the Atari Box? Like, they're not the retro console, because like we have those. Like, even like the Analog NT is like showing better specs and possibly a better price point for the same thing. They're not the new console, because like everyone that's making games are literally putting them everywhere else. Yeah, dude, I don't have any reason to remotely care about the Atari Box. So like, as far as I'm concerned, it's fake. It's not real, and so I don't. So it definitely has to just. Mm-hmm.
Since we didn't do news in December, something that we didn't get to cover was on, I guess it was December 14th. Atari was like, get ready. You know, Atari Box official unveil on December 14th. Get ready. Pre-orders open December 14th. It's like, pre-orders? You haven't even told us the specs of the fucking machine yet.
Yeah.
And they've only given out some like general information, which is that like it's going to be running like a custom distribution of Linux, and that it's going to be about $300. And the idea being that like it will be a low power console that can deliver dedicated console experiences, and so like PC experiences targeting around that like $300 price point. And I'm like, okay, so you might land around as powerful as the Switch, maybe?
But we already have a Switch.
Yeah, and it's not like I'm going to be taking my Atari Box everywhere I go. I mean, the best thing that Atari could do with the Atari Box is software that like would make people turn their heads. Like if, you know, and we talked about it, I think in like October or so, like when they announced a new Tempest game developed by Jeff Minter. I'm like, okay, that's one. You know, like I care about a new Tempest game developed by Jeff Minter, but you have not given me any other reason to care. So, Rocky says it's fake news. I say it hasn't even justified its existence. And, Tegan's over here dying. That may be unrelated, but...
I'm dying.
Yeah.
Tegan's dying. Oh, God. But yeah, I'll say that, like, you know, the Analog and Super NT, like, hope it's cool. I mean, I'm not personally gonna get one. Like, that's not in my plan. But like, I'm sure it'll be fine. I think.
The only thing I'm super would like to see a solution for in like the retro gaming scene is as cartridges get older, the batteries inside the cartridges die. So some way to just make the layman easily be able to solve that game save problem. Like, whether it's just something that sits in between the console and the game, so that way, like, maybe you can offload the save to, like, an SD card or something.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a place that could, in the long term, be beneficial because, like, sure, there's a ton of Genesis games out there and SNES games out there where the batteries haven't died yet, but eventually that will happen to all of them. Mm-hmm. So let's solve that problem now. In contrast to Atari, GPD has released a ton of information on the GPD Win 2. Mm-hmm. And by the time you're hearing this, pre-orders have likely opened for the Win 2. But also I feel like unless you're listening to a show like this, you probably have never heard of the GPD Win. Like Joe GameStop, guy who walks into GameStop and is like, hey, could you sell me all the Call of Duties?
I'm pretty sure this is James GameStop.
Jimmy
GameStop.
Yeah, Jimmy GameStop.
Whoever they are, it doesn't matter because they don't understand what the newest Call of Duty is. So they'll walk in and they'll go, Modern Warfare, the newest Call of Duty. And you go, you mean Call of Duty World War II? And they're like, yeah, that one. Call of Duty World War Modern thing. Yeah, whatever.
It's me. I'm Jimmy GameStop. I'm here with my friend Michael Transaction. He'd like a copy.
Yeah, basically.
Michael Transaction.
Michael Transaction is here for your sudden plethora of collectible merchandise. He comes in for the Pops originally and then starts like weighing all the little blind box figures to try and figure out which one is the one he's looking for.
Oh, man. Oh, this just seems real good. I'm going to get this one. Yeah.
Yep. And it's the wrong figure.
Oh, this Funko Pop, he's the fucking spitting image of Voldemort.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, GPD. Get people out there. Let people need to know. Watermelon just shipped Paprium. I think that does it, guys. That's what we went from 2018. The one thing I really want to call out, man, is like we've gotten so much love from you people on our Facebook in the last month. Holy shit.
Yeah, Jesus. I mean, I guess you really want me to see a Fast and Furious movie. Like, I did not realize that me not having seen a Fast and Furious movie was such a sin. I'm sorry.
Oh man, but we'll take Tegan to confession. We'll get some Fast and Furious in her system.
Sometime after I'm better, so that I can provide actual quality commentary.
Yeah, and then we can all like go to the cookout because I could use a good cookout.
So yeah, God, who's been hanging out on our Facebook? I just want to give them shout outs. Like, I think, what is it? John Browning. He's been in there with some relative frequency. That's a name I keep seeing on there.
Yeah.
Gosh, who else is? I don't want to mispronounce any names. Rocky, I'm a monster.
Oh, okay. Now let me get it. So we've got a lot of love from John Browning. We love you too.
Yep.
Oscar Garcia, who has filled us in. Apparently, he's been working our way through our catalog. I apologize in advance. And Julian Rincon, who's actually been active on the Twitter as well with us. And we appreciate, you guys loving the show and like letting us know how you feel about it.
Oh, and
Ben Rosenfeld. Rosenfeld?
Oh, yeah. Rosenfeld.
And Jordan Enriquez. I don't know if you pronounce a Z on that. I'm sorry. I'm sick and bad at Spanish.
No, I think that's right. Jordan Enriquez. Please don't die, Tegan.
I'm trying.
Stay tuned for next week for our Tegan Somerset Memorial episode.
Wait, no. I can do this. I got one more roll.
Oh, God. Rocky, okay. Not another one.
I got a 13.
Whoa!
All right, that's a saving throw.
Okay.
Tegan is not going to die.
I'm just going to be sick for 2 additional weeks. Fuck.
What are you, a groundhog?
Yeah, no, it's 14 days. She's got that right.
Yep. That's how D&D throws work.
But Tegan's not dead, guys. Promise. So guys, we're stepping into 2018, so like hopefully there's some people that we haven't heard from before. Tell your friends,
Let us know what you want to see from us. You know? Other than me watching a Fast and Furious movie. What else do you want to see? Do you want to know if water is wet? Do you want to know if I'm going to eat a taco? I don't know. We'll find out together.
Oh, is lettuce a sandwich? It's a hot topic.
Oh, is lettuce a sandwich? Is a salad salsa? Let's get into that one too.
Oh, God damn
it is a salad salsa.
Is salsa
but also,
a soup?
Oh, fuck me, right?
I'm
no,
ready.
salsa is a sauce. It literally means sauce.
Are you
never mind,
sure
it's okay.
it's not a soup?
Tegan, I swear to God. Okay, never mind. It's okay, but we'll get into this and more in 2018. Let us know how we're doing by leave us reviews on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher.
There will definitely be some play opportunities coming up later this month because it sounds like we're all going to be getting into that Monster Hunter action.
Yeah.
So get at us. And we may put together some Jackbox or something so that way we can all tell each other dumb jokes using Twitch.
I'm down for Jackbox with the friends, with the fam, with the peoples.
It'll be fun.
So, guys, there's music at the beginning and end of this podcast. Shout-outs to Kev in N.A. His latest project, which is called Spirit, is now available on Apple Music, Spotify, and Google Play. We'd love to hear from you guys in the future. We definitely have plans for interaction in 2018. And if you want to talk to us, get at us at the Facebooks, the Twitters, and the Tumblr. They're all Impossible Coin. We'd love to hear from you and see how you guys feel about the show.
All right, y'all. I've been Brian Cartwright.
I'm Tegan Somerset.
And I'm Rocky Hardy.
Peace.
Bye.
Later.